Mrs. Bobs didn't know the first thing about me. For instance, that I was a chalk and talker recently suspended for hanging a troublesome student out of a classroom window. She didn't know that I was sought by bailiffs, that I was a regular on Deasy's radio quiz show, where my winnings were publicly announced each week. She didn't know that I was a mess of carnal yearning and remorse, that my small weatherboard house was now legally a fire hazard, its floors and tables crammed with books and papers. A putative visitor would be compelled to travel crabwise down the hallway, between the illegal bookshelves from front door to the sink. The kitchen table was a catastrophe, piled high with damp washing and academic quarterlies and musty pulp novels featuring Detective Inspector Napoleon Bonaparte, Boney, of the Queensland Police Force. "Oh, a bookworm," she would later say. I spent my entire life in Australia with the conviction that it was a mistake, that my correct place was elsewhere, located on a map with German names. I had lived with the expectation that something spectacular would happen to me, or would arrive, deus ex machina, and I was, in this sense, like a man crouched on a lonely platform, ready to spring aboard a speeding train. I had run away from Adelaide when I should have stayed home in the parsonage. I had married when I would have been happier single. I had fled my wife's adultery, left the only job that ever suited me, and come to Bacchus Marsh to teach the notorious second form. And still I waited for my salvation, like the pastor's son I was, with an impatience that made my toes squirm inside my thirsty shoes. I had certainly been anticipating my new neighbours, although I could not have imagined anything like this.